Hey everyone, welcome to May's Lug Life. I'm May, and today is my part 2 of at least 3 videos of my complete review of the Chariot, of the Lug Chariot 3-piece handbag organizer set. That's quite a mouthful. So it is this set here. So this is the main bag. This is the outside main caddy, and then it comes with 2 other little pieces. So there is the little clear view, and then the little lunch bag that is insulated. So I'm not talking about these 2 today. If you want to see a full tour of all 3 pieces, please look for the link below. It will be a full tour of, there's another video that I made previous to this one, so it's part 1 of this series, where I give you a full tour of all 3 pieces. And today though, I'm only going to talk about this piece, so the larger piece right now. I'm not going to worry about the other 2. I will do a review on the lunch bag later, so that'll be part 3, so that's coming next. But I just want to talk about this guy here. So this is the main bag, this is the main caddy. So the reason why Lug created this set was so that if you are one of these people who likes to change bags all the time, so if you're always going from one bag to the next, to the next, to the next, because you like to have variety. So this allows you to be able to carry all of your essentials in an organized fashion with all the lugness and all the lug pouches and slots and pockets, so that you can take all of your stuff, put them in one bag, and then, take them from one bag and put them in the other without completely rebagging, without reorganizing and repouching and rezipping every single individual item. It just allows for an easy transfer of all your stuff from one to the other, or it will help you lugify a bag that is not a lug. So if you love lug organization, but you have older bags, or you have other beautiful bags that others have given you, or these really expensive designer bags that have like one zipper pocket, maybe a slip pocket somewhere, and that's it, but you are really used to and really love lug organization, but you don't want to let those other beautiful bags go, this allows you to carry your lug pouches and pockets into bags that don't have that. And you can also just use it as a caddy for stuff in your house, or in the car, or moving from the house to the car, from the car to the loft to the office, or from classroom to classroom, whatever it is. So it's a really versatile bag that you can use in bags, outside of bags, from one to the other, in your home. The sky's the limit. You can get really creative on it. I have actually thought of using this as like a craft bag, like a little craft caddy. Just before I go on, the reason why I'm going to talk about that is because there are 2 little slots here on the side, and they're wider at the top and they narrow down at the bottom, and there's another one on the other side. To me, they look like scissors. They look like they have the shape of scissors. So that's a pair of shears, like an average size pair of shears that goes in there, and it fits really nicely. And these are like kid-size shears, just to show you the sizing of it. And so you can easily have this as your craft caddy. So you can take this in the car with all the little arts and crafty things like markers and crayons and whatever, glue sticks, so that if your kids are going on a long trip, either on the plane or in the van or whatever it is, you can carry this as a caddy for that. Excuse me, I'm gonna cough. Excuse me, I'm still coming off a cold. So I'm still having issues. So anyways, so that's how I just put my scissors in there. I just thought I'd show that to you because I thought it was kind of neat. And the other thing I'm going to show you before I really start going on a big tour, this is my iPad Air 2. So it's an older version. It's not really, it's like, I don't know, 7 years old, I think by now. But the reason why I'm showing is because it's got a really thick rubbery case. So if you're looking for a place to put your iPad, obviously it'll go into the main compartment there, but it will also fit. Like I said, this is really thick and rubbery, so it acts like a really large tablet. It'll very easily fit into that back magnetic pocket there. So yeah, by the way, if you really want to see a more detailed tour, I'm not going to talk about all the different pockets today. If you want to see that, look for the video part 1 of this series. Like I said, I'll leave that in the link below, and I'll also leave that link at the end. I will try. And if you want more information with all the exact measurements, there are fact sheets at the end of this video that I will also include, and it includes information about the entire set, all 3 pieces, so all the measurements, all the little features that Lug has put into it. And I've just pulled these off the website, but it just gives you a point of reference if you're really trying to sort of figure out what these bags are going to work for you. So that is how my iPad fits into that. So if you've got a really large tablet, it will very easily sit into that back wall pocket if you need. So the next thing I'm going to do is now start stuffing it with lug wallets. Actually, no, the next thing I'm going to do, because just the way my stuff is organized here, so I'm just going to put this aside. So, by the way, this is the black large dot. That's the print. I'm now going to show you my other Caddy, which is in use every single day. This is the first one I bought. This is the same thing as this one, but it happens to be in the buffalo check red. So I got this set first, and I turned this thing into what I call my cat Caddy. So it contains all the stuff that I need for my cats. I have 2 cats right now. I had 3. We just lost one a little while ago. So there was a whole bunch of stuff that comes with taking care of cats, especially senior ones, which is what we have. All 3 of our cats are senior cats. So there's all sorts of different things. I've got a cat who's got cancer. They're all sick with something. And so I always have to carry everything here. There's also, by the way, a trolley, like a large trolley that I have with all their meds in it. But this is the non-med stuff that I need more because I need to run around the house with them. So I'm just going to show you really quickly. So I've got my little lint remover. That's always needed. So that's in the very front pocket. A comb for one of my long-haired cats with crazy mats and tangles. That is what the thing I grab the most. I'm trying to train my cats for, like, putting them on a lead, because I've got one cat who used to be an outdoor cat and he keeps trying to make it escape out the door. So I thought, well, maybe we'll take him for a walk. So I've been trying to train him for that. So that's just a retractable leash, and then there's a couple of harnesses here for training the cats. I've got a little comb, another kind of comb, a little brush for I guess it's de-shedding. I've got another detangling brush for my long-haired cat, and he's just got weird hair, so that's a whole other story. I've got face cloths because I've got one who drools on my shoulder and drools on my chest when he comes and sit next to me, so I've always got a whole bunch of little face cloths. One of them, like I said, has cancer, so he's got cancer in the nose, and he's always dripping and sneezing and blowing and just, like, you know, snot running everywhere, so we need saline drops for that. So I've got 2 different kinds of saline in here. I've got like a dry shampoo, not a dry shampoo, it's a rinseless shampoo. I've got pet wipes. I've got other little sort of things hidden in the back there. I don't have anything in the back wall, but you know what? It doesn't matter. This thing is full. So whenever I need this, so like if the cats are sitting on the couch, I will grab this and take it to the couch. If the cats are in the bedroom, I then need to do something in the bedroom, I'll run to the bedroom. If the cats are in the kitchen or in the dining room, then I take my whole thing and I run it through the house with this whole kit, and I need and everything I need is in it. So I love it. I use it every single day. It lives behind my desk so that I always know where it is, and usually the cats will come and, you know, sit with me or at least hang out with me at the desk, and so I have everything at just an arm's reach, and I know where everything is and I can see everything, and I love it. So that is how I use this. I haven't used it inside a bag, but this is how I've used mine. At least not, so I haven't used this inside a bag. I have used this occasionally. I know the tags are still on it because I'm just weird that way, but I've only used it a couple times. But this is one I'm actually using every single day, and I absolutely love it. So that's how I packed that. So just to show you how big it does eventually get. So that's what it looks like when it starts, and that's what it looks like full. Sorry, you see that? So it really does expand. So it looks kind of small, but it really gets pretty fat and pretty full, and still easily carried. So there we go. So moving on. So now what I'm going to do is going to start stuffing this thing with wallets. So some of you like to have your wallets in very specific places, meaning you want to have it always in the exact same spot. So when you look down, you know exactly it's, you know, to the top right or to the left bottom or whatever it is. So I'm going to start putting it into all these little pockets and these little pouches that are built into the bag. I'm going to start with the largest wallet. And I know some people don't think it's a wallet. Some people think it's a bag. I think it's a bag, but I know some people consider this a wallet. This is the Roundabout 2, and it has a built-in wallet inside it. So that's why some people carry it as a wallet. But it's the biggest bag the biggest thing that I would consider a wallet. So let's just see where this goes. So again, we'll just try it in that front pocket here. And I gotta tell you, it doesn't fit. I have tried many times, and this is an empty wallet or an empty roundabout. It doesn't fit. And if it doesn't fit in there, it definitely will not fit into this pocket back there. So the only place that this is gonna go is in the main compartment, either that way or that way. So if you are a roundabout wallet person, it's not going to be able to find exactly a spot on its own. It's just going to live in the main interior there. So To me, that's the biggest wallet. The actual wallets, out of all the actual wallets, the official wallets, this is the Kickflip 3. There's a Kickflip and a Kickflip 2. They're about the same size. They have very similar features. But this is probably the largest one, I think, because it's the fattest. It's got this little extra thing at the front. So when this thing is full, it really does it gets quite big. Now this is empty, but the straps are inside. So I've left the straps inside just to give it a little bit of extra bulk, just to show you. Now this is going to go into the front pocket relatively well. If it were a little bit fuller and fatter, you might have a little bit more issue, but it'll still go in, because if you can see, there's still a little bit of space there at the front. And if it goes in there, it also goes into this back one. The only thing about this inside one is because it's fleece lined, you're going to have to struggle a little bit with it because of the friction going in. And again, if it's a little bit fatter, you may have some trouble getting that in. So now, just so you know, this wallet is about the same size as the Splits XL. The Splits XL is a little bit thinner, but it's the same length and the same height. It's just a little bit thinner this way, especially when they're full. And it's also the same size as the handspring. And again, the handspring, same length, same height, but not quite as deep. It's a little bit of a thinner wallet. So if this will fit into this bag in those slots, the other two will also fit. So just to give you a point of reference there. The next one I have is the Quick Step, which is kind of an odd shape. So let me just compare for you real quick. So the Quick Step is, hope you can see this, is a little bit a little bit taller, meaning this way. It's got a little bit of it's got more height, but it's not as wide. And it's probably, let's do it this way, probably just as deep as the Kickflip, because it's got the double zippers, and you're able to stuff this a fair bit in that second one. So so that is the next size up, I think. So let's put this in the front pouch as well. So yeah, you are going to have a little bit of struggle. I'm going to have to, there we go. So you can squeeze it in there. Now this is also an empty quick step. If it was a lot fuller, you might have some trouble. There's a little bit of space there, but not a lot. And then definitely you can fit it into the back one here, except again, because it's fleece lined, and if it's really full, you're going to struggle. It's struggling a little bit even now, but it does eventually go, but you really have to sort of finagle it. So if this is one of those things you're trying to grab in and out really fast, it's not going to be a quick grab. But if you like to be organized, you really want to see everything clearly, you want to make lots of space for other things and get your wallet out of the way, it will fit, but it does take a bit of work. So a little stuck in there. The next size I'm gonna show you is the Peekaboo. So it's about the, whoa, so sorry. Didn't mean to totally whack my camera. Okay, now everything's all crooked. I'm very sorry. Okay, so the Quick Step and the Peekaboo are about the same size. The Peekaboo is a tiny little bit taller, but it's much thinner. So I hope you can see that there. So if the Quick Step will fit, the Peekaboo should have absolutely no problem, even if it's full. So there it is going into that front pouch, and there it is going into the other one. And again, if it's really full, you might have to struggle a little bit more because of the fleece line, but it definitely fits without a whole lot of trouble. So that's that one. And then the next one I'm going to show you actually will be the, sorry, I'm going to have to bring my little basket down. Look at this. This is what I'm using to carry all my stuff in right now. It's the little box that they had in the Lug Live shows that the kids were hosting. So that's where I've kept all my stuff at the moment. So that's just going to live there for a second. Okay, so this is my coupe. Now, again, I know some people use their coupes as a wallet. So let's just see if the coupe, now I got the straps on it. It is empty at the moment, but let's just see if it'll fit into that front pouch. Like I said, I've got the straps on it. It does fit. Now it's empty. I am squishing it a little bit. So I think if it were full and it had a lot of stuff in it, you might not be able to get that in quite so easily. I would probably recommend putting it in the main compartment. But because of that, because of it being a little bit harder to get in, it's going to have also a little bit more trouble coming into that fleece line pocket. Again, just because of the friction. But you can do it. Again, if it's not too stuffed. So that is the coupe. And then let's go to the next one. This is the Tandem. This is the Tandem Zip. So I consider this like one of their large, medium-sized wallets. And it is one of an old, it's like an older style actually. They don't really sell them anymore, or they sell them, but there aren't very many of them. Easily fits into that front slot, and because of its thinner profile, even if you actually stuff it, because you can't really stuff it too much, it will never get so fat it won't fit into these slots. And just so you can see, it's almost flush with the top. So it's not even going to stick up too much. So if your bag isn't much taller than the Caddy, it should fit no problem. And just so you know, that little zipper pocket in the back, if you're one of these people who really wants to have security, you're not going to be able to fit that tandem in that zipper. It's just a little too big. But some people really like to have their wallets well hidden. The next one down is going to be the tram. So this is the medium-sized wallet. It's not very thick. It's a very thin wallet. It's not very long. It's not very wide. Again, super easy fitting into this front pocket. And it's the first one that will also fit into the smaller pocket right below it. And the cool thing about this is it's the exact same height as the bag. So it'll be completely flush to the top of that bag. So if it goes here, it'll go on the inside, no problem. But this is the first of the wallets that will actually, now it just fits, especially if it's full, you might have some trouble getting it in, but it does fit into that inside zipper privacy pocket if you want for extra security. Okay, so that's the tram. And then the next one down is the rodeo. So this is the rodeo too. Easily fit into the front pocket. Same with the smaller one at the bottom there. And it will also easily fit into this zipper pocket in the back. And let's see, the next one. So this is the splits wallet. It can be really fat and chunky. When you really fill this up, it can get pretty, turns into a brick, really. It turns into a little cube. But when it's not too full, it'll very easily fit into that front pocket. If it's full, I think you're going to have major trouble trying to stick it into the very front pocket. At the moment, since it's empty, it'll have no problem. So if it doesn't have very many cards in it, you're good. But if it starts to get full, there's no way it's going to go in there. And it will still, I think even when it's full and packed, easily go into that zipper pocket. Then I've got the Minuet, which is the exact same dimensions as the Handspring Mini. The Handspring Mini is this zipper that goes all the way around without the snap at the front. So I like to use this as an example because the snap always gives it just that little tiny bit of extra bulk because it does have a chance of sticking out. So there it is. Disappears completely if you put it in that way. If you put it in this way, if you put it in widthwise, so east-west, it will also completely disappear and it fits perfectly. And it will obviously easily fit into the front middle pocket, and it's flush to the top of that top pocket there, and obviously no problem fitting into that back zipper pocket. So that's the Minuet and the Handspring Mini. They're the same size. The last one I'm going to show you is the Metro. Metro is really just an ID card case, or like your bus pass or your work ID sort of case. It'll fit anywhere, but just to show you, it'll also fit into that front pocket really nicely. Super easy. Now, the one thing I'm going to say about this, the one sort of drawback in this bag is I would have liked if, well, actually there's a couple of things I want to say about it, but the one main thing that I think is missing is a D-ring either on this side or on this side, because I would have loved to have had something like this, or had keys or whatever it is, you know, safety whistle. So if there was a little D-ring right here that was sewn into the bag, you could actually attach this to the inside and always know where the things were that you were trying to have, you know, at easy access. Things like, you know, yeah, things like this, like a coin pouch or whatever it is. So my way to improve this bag would be to add D-rings to the inside here. And also, just to show you, is only, I'm going to flip this inside out. This bag only has plastic line on the very bottom for reasons I don't understand. I would have liked to have had the plastic going all the way up, and you know, maybe at least on the one side. If you don't want to do both, at least do it on the one side. But if you're going to bother putting, you know, plastic on the bottom, I don't know why you wouldn't put plastic on the rest of it. I don't know, maybe it'd be too noisy, I don't know, but I kind of just figured if you're going to go that far, you may as well just go for it. So anyway, so that's just my little thing. But yes, I think if I were to improve this at all, I would put little D-rings, probably one on each side actually. What's the harm? Maybe you're left-handed, maybe you're right-handed, maybe you put this in the wrong way or whatever it is. So you want to have your keys on the one side, your ID on the other, or whatever whatever it is, then you've got your options, because it's just a D-ring. You can just put them in there. And if you really wanted to, if you had little D-rings here, you could actually attach your adjustable straps and use this as a shoulder bag if you wanted to. Just saying. So that's how I would improve that. The other thing I wanted to show you really fast, a couple other things actually. This is my, I'm just realizing I had my mini choo-choo and I don't know where it went. Must have dropped it along the way. Okay. Oh, so by the way, so the mini choo-choo, if you happen to know what that is, it's a tiny little pouch. It's about the same size. Yeah, it's a little bit shorter than the minuet, but a lot fatter. And it's also got a little pill box inside. It does fit into any of these pouches. So the larger pouches, oops, hang on, larger pouches here. And it also fits in that front pouch, just so you know. Okay, so this is the regular, not the XL choo-choo. Just to give you some sense of how much taller that is inside this bag, if you are one of the people who likes to carry their vitamins and their drugs. And then, yeah, easily fits in there, does stick out a little bit, but again, if your bag is tall and it will accommodate that, that should work. But the best place I would probably put it would be in this back magnetic slot here, and it seems to disappear quite nicely. It doesn't really take away from the profile at all. So that's where I would probably put that guy. And the very, very last thing I want to talk about is this thing I know does come with an insulated bag, but the insulated bag I find doesn't work for me. I like these little pouches because it fits a lot more, because they're a lot taller and they're a lot wider, and you can still fit that in here. And still be able to fit, you know, like all your other things in here as well. So there's lots of room for your lunch, as well as a couple of wallets and some shopping things and your sanitizer and your water bottle and all that stuff. So I just wanted to show you how much bigger that is compared to the actual Caddy. So there it is. So that's it. I hope that was helpful. Excuse me, I'm gonna cough one more time. Pardon me. So basically, yeah, this is one of those bags that's really versatile. It'll do a ton of things. It'll hold a ton of things. And you can use it pretty much in any aspect of your life. You can organize your life. You can organize your car. You can organize your bag. It's awesome. I kind of wish they came up with more colors. So if there's anything that you want me to put into this bag, like you're like, I have a very specific thing. I want to get this, but I don't know if it's going to fit X, Y, or Z. Put it in the comments below. If I have it and I can find it and I can put it in and see where it fits, I will let you know in the comments as well. So if you have any questions, please leave that in the comments below. Again, wait for the fact sheets at the end if you want more information on this bag. There is at least one more video coming after this, so stay tuned. I will eventually link them all when I finally make them all, but there will be a link to the previous one, so part 1, which is just a tour of all the bags. That's it for now. I hope that was helpful. I know I was talking really, really fast. You may have to watch this video again or play it in slow-mo. And hopefully it'll be helpful for you to decide whether this bag works for you and how you could use it. There's so many ways that you can use this bag. I think it's a cute little bag for carrying your crafts. So I said, you know, if you've got scissors, this can be like your knitting bag. It can be your craft bag. It can be the bag that your kids take to the car. It can be the thing that you carry from one place to the other. I mean, it's the possibilities are endless. It's so cool. It's an awesome bag. The only thing I'm going to say is I just wish it had 2 D-rings in there, and then it would be mwah, perfect. So anyways, that's it for now. Thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you next time.